To this 400-acre lot. Now you notice it's getting a bit darker. You're probably not going to be seeing my face as much as we go through, but just so you know, I do have a face. This is it. I think it's pretty cute. At least my mom says so. So if you look out here on your right, we're getting a little, what we call in the industry, a preview of what we're about to see. All that directly under us at the bottom of the hill, that is the Universal Studio lot. Everything up past that, that is the valley. So we're looking at Burbank, North Hollywood is that way, Van Nuys. Hi, that's Kyle. That's my bestie. Bye, Kyle. Likes to steal my thunder too. Out here overlooking Warner Brothers Studios. You can see it straight out there, and just past that is Disney Studios and Disney Animation Studios. Looks like we finally got the okay to head on out, so goodbye to everybody still in the Loden area. You will never see them again. Or maybe you will, I don't know your life. Now, as much as I love being the center of attention, I do have to share my spotlight today with my amazing co-host. You might know from The Tonight Show, SNL, or if you're a fellow Bostonian, the classic Fever Pitch, here is Jimmy Fallon. This is going to be totally the wrong thing. That's what we call a blooper, everyone.
Oh, hey there. You made it. Welcome to the Universal Studio Tour. I'm Jimmy Fallon. I'll be making sure that you get through this experience in one piece. You've got the very best guide.
Gina.
And the greatest driver.
Grant.
They're the best. I love them. Even though
Gina
owes me $5.
What?
I know you guys are excited to get on the tour, but first, a few safety rules.
Thanks, Jimmy. So, just a few reminders that if you need guest assistance, have a medical emergency, drop something off the tram, have any video or sound issues, reach up and pull the red cord running down the center of the tram, and I'll be back to assist you as soon as it is safe. Otherwise, during the tour, please remain seated with all your limbs inside the vehicle. The studio is private property, so if you drop your phone or just can't wait to use the restroom, please pull the cord and remain seated. No smoking of any kind during the tour, and selfie sticks are prohibited. Our tour today features loud noises, sudden triumph movements, fire effects, and water effects, so please keep your loved ones safe. And by your loved ones, I mean your cell phones. Now we are officially making our way out of the theme park and into the active movie studio. And on either side of us, you're seeing movie posters representing just a few of the thousands of movies that have filmed here at Universal. Universal was founded in the year 1920. Carl Laemmle, that's him tipping the top hat. He was a German immigrant who fell in love with movies. He started his company over on the East Coast, but as we all know, the weather over there is very unpredictable. So he eventually moved operations here to sunny Southern California. Universal came out with their first motion picture in 1914, and on March 15th, 1915, the Universal Studio lot finally opened to the public. So Universal City is its own city. We have everything required of an independent city, such as our own zip code, a sheriff's department, medical services, banks, laundromats, and like any good Southern California town, many, many Starbucks coffee shops. The one thing we are missing here, residents. Nobody actually lives here in Universal City, even though sometimes it feels like I do. Now, we also have our very own fire station coming up here on the right, Fire Station 51, which is a reference to pretty much every fire station you see on television. It's always Fire Station 51. Now, this here is not a movie set. Those are not actors. Those are real firefighters who are here every single day keeping us safe. So if you see them at any point in the tour today, feel free to give them a wave, say hi. We love seeing them and they love seeing us. Now, Universal is constantly undergoing construction, trying to become bigger and better. And these are some of our sound stages. So, on stages 11 through 6, they've recently filmed shows such as HBO Max's Hacks, starring Emmy Award-winning actress Jean Smart. Also recently, they have started filming season 2 of Grand Crew, starring Nicole Byer, which is streaming on Peacock and Hulu. And also, they're currently filming season 2 of Bel-Air, which is an edgy retelling Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, produced by Will Smith, starring Joe Banks. And that is also streaming on Peacock. Now, as we pass all of these sound stages, you're noticing the giant doors called elephant doors. They're the Thunder Buddies. Next on the left, we have all of the bungalows, which were built during the Golden Age of Hollywood to act as dressing rooms for contract players. During the Golden Age, actors would be put under contract at movie studios, and during that period of time, they could only do productions with that studio. Today, contract players are no longer a thing, but former contract players at Universal include Doris Day, Rock Hudson, Jimmy Stewart, and Lucille Ball. Today, these are used by various production companies, such as Dwayne The Rock Johnson's Seven Bucks Productions, Elizabeth Banks's Brownstone Productions, Amy Pascal's Pascal Productions, and also Mark Platt Productions, as well as Jordan Peele's The Monkey Paw Productions, who brought us Us, Get Out, and Nope, currently in theaters. Has anyone seen Nope yet? Hands up. Not enough of you. Y'all gotta go to the theaters. Change that answer to yup. Come on, what are you doing? It's a great movie. So the next thing we'll be seeing on the left is one of the most notable bungalows on the lot, 5195, with a very familiar silhouette on the side of that building. That silhouette is of none other than Alfred Hitchcock, because that was his bungalow when he was here at Universal filming his television series, Alfred Hitchcock Presents. Today, it is being used by the De Laurentiis Company. Next on the left, we have two of the newer sound stages on the lot, which were built in 2016 for Hairspray Live. Now, these do look a little different from the other stages we've seen. They're kind of like the mullet of sound stages. You got business on the front, so those are offices, which can be used for hair and makeup, wardrobe, dressing rooms, helps eliminate the extra clutter of the trailers like we saw earlier. And behind it, that is the sound stages themselves, where they are currently filming George Lopez's newest television show, Lopez versus Lopez. Next on the left, we're getting a bit of a sneak peek of our metropolitan sets, or metro sets for short, which are often used as a stand-in for the city of New York. Now, I may be an expert on these sets, but there's no bigger expert than my co-host, Jimmy Fallon.
Hey everyone, welcome to New York. I got my start right here in New York on Saturday Night Live. This is actually my old neighborhood. Once got mugged over there by an old woman, tough lady. This is my favorite hot dog guy. Hey buddy, how's it going? Remember me? No. Just like old times. Gotta love New York City. Hey! I'm walking here! Hey, it's cool, guys. I was just walking there. So it's not exactly New York, but a lot of times when you see New York in the movies, it was shot right here on the Universal Metro sets. If you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. Even if you make it here on the Universal lot.
And before we head through these metro sets, coming up on your right is a really awesome mural. So this is going to be our monster movie mural, painted by artist Tristan Eaton, which is an ode to all of the Universal classic movie monsters. 1 can of spray paint, whole thing, can you believe it? Now we are officially entering our metropolitan sets, and this part of the sets we're going through right now is called London Square. Now a common pattern you're going to notice as we go through these sets is just because an area is called one thing doesn't necessarily mean that's what it has to be. So London Square was used as a stand-in for India in an episode of The Mindy Project. Now over on the other block on your right, you're seeing a little bit of a peek of what we call New York Street, where they're currently setting up for filming for Quantum Leap. Now, once again, doesn't necessarily always have to be New York. These sets were Boston in Gone Girl, Chicago in The Blues Brothers, London in Fast and Furious presents Hobbs and Shaw, Los Angeles in Transformers. We can make these sets whatever we need them to be by changing out streetlights, changing out the facades, the false fronts on the sides of the building, adding digital effects. Now, you will recognize these sets from a lot of your favorite Marvel movies, one of which specifically being the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man films. Now, if you look over on your right, you're going to see, or on your left, you're going to see there's that archway that says the Lyric Theater with the lit up marquee. You might recognize that from the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man film when he goes to see Mary Jane in her play and gets rejected from showing up late. That was filmed right outside there in the Lyric Theater. You might also recognize these New York streets from Captain America, the First Avenger, when he's running through the streets of Brooklyn all beefcakey for the first time. That was right here in the metropolitan sets. But from the concrete jungle of the metro sets to the more legitimate jungle of Skull Island, here is director Peter Jackson.
It's the original King Kong that made me want to direct movies. I saw that movie on TV when I was about 8 or 9 years old.
And as we're entering Skull Island, just a reminder to remain in your seats at all times. Keep all of your limbs inside the vehicle, and absolutely no flash photography as it does spook the dinosaurs.
Ship you're sailing to.
So sure.
Okay, last call, everybody.
Oh man, the product!
And that was King Kong 363D. Make some noise! I know, how cool was that, right? The dinosaurs were like, oh, and King Kong was like, oh, and you were like, this is amazing. Did y'all get some dinosaur spit on you?
A little bit.
That's okay, it's good for your skin. I'm actually 75 years old. Now, what you just experienced was brought to you by Peter Jackson and his team at Weta Digital, currently known as Weta FX, actually. They are a New Zealand-based digital effects company. Now, you may not recognize their name, but you have definitely recognized some of their work. You might recognize their work from the Lord of the Rings trilogy, the Hobbit trilogy, Avengers Endgame, Rise of the Planet of the Apes, Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, Avatar, the Batman starring Robert Pattinson, and their work will soon be seen again in the newest up-and-coming Avatar movie.
Magic Studio Tour, the audience is in the middle of the environment. They're looking in all directions. There's creatures coming at them. They're seeing Kong from this side and T-Rexes from the other side.
Working on a movie, we always know where people are looking straight ahead. They're looking at the shot they're working on.
Here you have to take into account that people are looking in all directions.
Also, one of the things about this, rather than the movies that we're used to working on, there's no cuts because it's one giant shot. This tram that's driving along through Skull Island is where the canvas from. This ring represents where the screen is 10 meters away.
We're really creating about 50 minutes of a feature film. That amount of visual information, that number of pixels, and presenting them to the audience, it's a hell of a ride.
Now, in King Kong 363D, you may have noticed that our imaginary fifth tram was pulled off into the animation by one of the dinosaurs. So that meant that our tram became a picture car. And a picture car is any vehicle that you see on screen, whether that be a movie, a television show, a commercial. So coming up here on the left, we're about to see some actual examples of picture cars. The very first one you're noticing is Kit from Knight Rider. That is from the sequel series, not the original one. Then we have the Ferrari from Magnum PI. A whole bunch of vehicles from the very distant future of 2015, used throughout the Back to the Future franchise. We then have some blast from the past cars used in the Flintstones. And then we have one of the newest cars to the lineup, the Ford Anglia from Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. We then have Paul Walker's vehicle from Too Fast, Too Furious, and a whole bunch of picture cars from the Jurassic World franchise, including the Gyrosphere. Now, can anyone tell me what's missing from that Gyrosphere?
Glass.
The glass, right? The glass was added in post-production using CGI, which stands for computer-generated imagery. Because if you were to film with real glass, it's reflective. So you would have seen the reflections of the cameras and the crewmen, and that would just ruin the whole aesthetic of the movie. Also, you want your actors to be able to, breathe. But get your sun hats ready, because we're now heading off to Costa Rica.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
We're now about to see some actual set pieces from the Jurassic Park and Jurassic World movies. Now, as we look at all of these set pieces, many of them look like they're made out of metal. However, none of these are made out of metal. These are all plywood that is painted to look like it is metal. So specifically on the left here, we're seeing the mobile lab from the Lost World. Oh, there's a dinosaur in the mobile lab. There's also Kevin the scientist in the mobile lab. So, okay, look away, look away. Look to the other side on the right where the baby dinosaurs are supposed to be in those cages. Oh no, this is not good at all. Anyone see the baby dinosaurs? Oh, there they are. Those little rascals. I'm so sorry, everyone. They're spares. That might be my fault. There's a reason I got fired from the dinosaur training department, and that's because all my dinosaurs spit at humans. So, sorry, everyone. Now, I did mention the mobile lab that was used specifically in this scene here from Jurassic Park: The Lost World. Now, this scene was not filmed off a cliff in Hawaii, which is where they film most of their movies. This was actually filmed off the edge of one of the Universal Studios parking garages that was decorated to look like a cliff. And you'll also notice in the scene that it is raining. And rain is often used to enhance the mood of a scene, can make a romantic scene more romantic, or a scary scene more scary. Now, we do a lot of filming here in Southern California, but what's one thing we're notorious for not getting around here? Rain, right? So movie makers have to create their own rain. So here we're doing a little weather demonstration where I'm going to show you all how one would recreate a thunderstorm. So the first thing that we need for a thunderstorm is, of course, the thunder, created by booming speakers overhead. We then have strobe lights to create the flashes of the lightning. And then we have the rain, which is created by a super high techie system called sprinklers. And you'll notice it is a very heavy rainfall, because if we were to film with the light misting, that doesn't really show up on camera. Do you ever watch like a sports game on TV and they're like, it's pouring rain outside, and you can't even tell? That's because they lack backlighting. So that is how we create a thunderstorm for the big screen. Now, we are in the middle of a drought, so we probably shouldn't be using this much water. Can we cut the rain, please? Tech booth? Hello? Wait, what's that?
What? No.
No, I said cut the rain, not cue flash flood. And that was the flash flood effect, which was created using thousands of gallons of recycled water. And this effect was used in the movie Big Fat Liar.
Welcome, Toby. What's up? How you been?
It was also used in Lady Gaga's Judas music video, where she handled that flash flood in 13-inch heels. And that's why Mama Monster's the queen, y'all. Now looking over on the left-hand side, we're seeing a little bit of a view of our old Mexico and 6 Points sets, which is our old Western sets. Now this is actually a really cool time to be passing by these, because they're currently filming here for Quantum Leap. Now you'll notice that there is dirt laid down here. Now I know dirt doesn't seem cool on its own. Okay, bear with me. So normally those roads are paved like the road we are on right now. Now when they film here as if it's the Old West, they have to lay down dirt in these sets. There is a company whose sole job it is to provide dirt for movie studios. So they come in here with a bunch of trucks, they lay down thousands of pounds of dirt, spread it all out. We do our filming, then once we're done, they have to come back and sweep it all up, every last bit. Tedious work, but very, very important to help tell our story. Now, we are about halfway through the tour, so just a reminder to remain in your seats at all times. If you have a medical emergency, drop anything off the tram, or just can't wait to use the restroom, please pull the red cord and I'll be with you as soon as it is safe. Now, coming up next on the left, you're seeing a body of water called Park Lake, but it has the unofficial nickname of the Hollywood Ocean, because using clever camera angles and digital effects, you can manipulate this body of water to look like anything you need it to be it an ocean, lake, river, or even a lagoon, like in the monster movie classic, Creature from the Black Lagoon. Now, Universal has a very long and proud history with monster movies. Most of these monster movies filmed here on our Little Europe sets, because Carl Laemmle Jr., he kind of wanted to spice things up here at Universal a little bit. But most of you might recognize these sets as The Good Place.
You, Eleanor Shellstrop, are dead.
Cool.
This location, the afterlife, come on. I have never ever seen this. You're in the good place.
I'm not supposed to be here. I can't risk going to the bad place.
Okay, well, maybe it's not all that bad.
Hi there. How can I help you?
What is the bad place like?
Well, it doesn't sound awesome.
And on the left, the park we just passed, you might recognize from the many orientations throughout the good place. We next on the left have the frozen yogurt shop, where Eleanor got a frozen yogurt that tasted like a fully charged battery. And then at the top of the... Now, it's the end of the day. So you'll see that this is currently set up to be a train station. Sorry, everyone. Looks like a little Southern California tremor. It happens. Okay, might not be a little tremor, might be the big one! No need to be scared! Brent, I'm scared!
Earthquake.
Earthquake on the Richter scale. And that is a practical effect, which means that it happens live in front of you. And this effect was used on an episode of Bones.
What's going on? Let's get out of here! The water main just broke!
And you can see in that clip that they used both practical effects and special effects. So they are not exclusive. You can intermingle them. So there was the practical effect of the water, and then the special effect of the train being overturned. So that was all digital. Now, I'm not going to lie, I do feel a little bit bad about trekking onto an earthquake, but I'm going to make it up to you by having a nice beach day here in the quaint New England town of Amity Island. Now, I know what you're all thinking. That's the town from Jaws. No need to worry. We caught the shark. And also, our good friend George is out there. He's patrolling the area. There hasn't been a shark spot. Oh, okay. Oh, there's a shark. George! George! He can't hear me. He's underwater. Everyone yell for George on 3. 1, 2, 3. George! Hey, George, there's a shark. Get back on the boat. Oh, no. George? Buddy? Oh, it was one of the good ones. You know, it took both us for him to be out there, and there they are. Okay, this seems like a really unsafe situation, so I think maybe we should hide behind these barrels of gasoline. That seems really safe. So we do have a barrel of bait set up out there for the shark, so maybe he'll just take the bait and leave us alone, and we'll be totally fine. Oh, maybe he won't. Yeah. Huh. Okay, it looks like maybe he's just hiding. So, oh, okay, oh, all right, he's got the entire pier running with him. Oh! Oh, my lovely, this is a disaster. You know, at least we didn't see any real-life actual sharks. And I have once again spoken too soon.
Empieza nice.
You know what? Give it up for a shark, everyone. Isn't he amazing? So great. Anyone know what kind of shark that is? Just yell it out. Great white? Great white. Very close. That is a plastic shark.
Oh, you were right.
Now we have an amazing shark here at Universal, always on cue, as opposed to the actual shark that was used in the Jaws movies, who became so problematic he gained himself the nickname Flaws.
That's a much maligned shark. The shark was frustrating. It didn't really work all the time. It didn't work hardly at all.
Wherever you were on the island, you could hear the radio waves. They were always saying, the shark is not working. Repeat, the shark is not working.
We just waited around. We just waited and waited and waited.
The shark worked well enough. For a while there, it had the biggest hits all time. So I really owe the shark a lot.
But despite all of Jaws' flaws, it all worked out in the end because Jaws went on to become Universal's first summer blockbuster hit. Now, they filmed on location in Martha's Vineyard, but by the time they finished up filming there, they still didn't have a lot of footage of this shark. So the editor of the movie, Verna Field, says, hey, what if we film as if the camera is the shark? Because what is scarier than things that we cannot see? And she went on to win an Oscar for her editing for the movie Jaws. So give it up for Verna Field, y'all! We love female empowerment here. Now, speaking of strong females, coming up at the top of the hill here on the right, we have a house called the Chicken Ranch. Now, there are no actual chickens here on the Chicken Ranch. It got its name from the movie musical The Best Little Whorehouse in Texas, starring none other than Dolly Parton. Now, this is a practical set, meaning you can film on the inside as well as the outside. So the inside looks like a real, actual working house. Now, as opposed to the practical set behind, we have a facade, which we discussed earlier, False Front. And this facade was built for the television series About a Boy starring Minnie Driver. Now, sometimes filmmakers need more of like an outdoorsy wooded area to film in, and that is when they will come here to Wilderness Road, which at first doesn't look like much. It's just like trees and dirt. But this is what makes the Universal lot so unique, because we are the only studio lot that has an outdoor wilderness setting. So a lot of other production companies will come here to film. There have been many dead bodies found here on Fox's 911 starring Angela Bassett. But you might also recognize this road from the Netflix movie Bird Box starring Sandra Bullock. This is where the makeshift campsite was located. Now this street does have another name, Steven Spielberg Drive. All of the streets throughout Universal are named after prolific people throughout Universal history. So the next road that we're about to turn down is called Janet Leigh Drive, named after Janet Leigh, star of Psycho. And you may also be familiar with the work of her daughter, Jamie Lee Curtis of the Halloween movies. So we got a nice legacy of screen queens in that family. But turning the corner here, we're going to pretend we're turning off the highway, and we're seeing some parked cars here. Even more picture cars! Yay! So we have the double-decker vehicle that was used in Arrested Development. Right next to that is Mr. Bean's buggy. We have the Mystery Machine taken down from the park. Tucked away in the back, the bright yellow vehicle that is Bumblebee from the Transformers franchise. And right in the center is Dom's Dodge Charger from Fast and Furious, which was recently being used for filming Fast and Furious 10. I think the fact that they didn't name it Fast 10 Your Seatbelts is a real missed opportunity. Telemarketing app available. Now, I don't know about all you, but it's the end of the day and I'm tired. I could go to bed. Maybe we should just, pull over here at the Bates Motel, which is always known for having 12 rooms and 12 vacancies. But don't worry, Norman Bates can't get to you because he'd have to go through this entire maze, which is being made for Halloween Horror Nights. Now, up at the top of the hill, we do have the Psycho house. Now, this is the original house. Now, it was originally just a facade, the two sides we're seeing now, but for our purposes, they added the other two sides to create a shell, which is when you have a completed house on the outside, and it is empty on the inside. However, the shell is not completely empty. Look up on the second floor window, you might even see Mother staring down at us all. Ugh. Definitely face out of nightmares. But there is no bigger nightmare I can possibly imagine than a plane crash happening in the middle of your neighborhood, like we are seeing here on the War of the Worlds set. Built for the 2005 Steven Spielberg film War of the Worlds. And this is modeled after an actual neighborhood in New Jersey. They started filming over there, and then they replicated and destroyed that neighborhood here on the Universal lot.
The airplane crash site set is a perfect example of a set that is all designed around a vision.
Next time, Predator, content creators.
What if the 747 goes down right in a big
What's up, Kevin?
Because it's just something you don't see.
Next time, Justin.
Good. You're doing good. Keep your eyes on me. Listen now. Now listen. I want you to close your eyes, okay? Okay. Got them closed? Robbie, get in. Get in.
What's up, Kevin? What's up?
And that is a real Boeing 747 that was rescued from a plane graveyard in the Mojave Desert. And getting an entire plane to the Universal lot was no small feat. It had to be chopped up into 3 separate sections before being loaded onto the back of giant pickup trucks. And then they had to shave off the roof so that it could fit under the underpasses. Now, the original idea was to put the roof of the plane back on. However, Spielberg took one look at this roofless plane and said, wait, I like it, and decided to keep the roof off, and it ended up on the other side of the street on top of the greenhouse. Now, you'll also notice that there are no passengers in this plane either. And that's because Spielberg thought it would be a lot more impactful to see a plane with no passengers in it, as opposed to seeing a bunch of dead bodies, because it adds to that mystery. Where did all the bodies go? Now, War of the Worlds is an alien invasion film. And alien invasion is kind of a story as old as time. And the alien invasion was recently retold in Jordan Peele's latest blockbuster hit, Nope, which is currently in theaters. And we're now about to see some of the sets from the movie Jupiter's Claim. Here to tell you more about these sets is the man, the myth, the legend, the writer-director of the movie itself, Mr. Jordan Peele.
Movie magic only happens when a team of collaborators, often in the hundreds, work together to take an impossible notion and bring it to life. This is Jupiter's Claim, a nostalgic, small-time Southern California amusement park owned by former child star Ricky Jupe Park. Over there, look into the Winking Well and have your picture taken just like the kids in that old 90s movie Kid Sheriff. That's what this whole place is loosely based on. Remember that one? No? Well, a little further down, you can see the brand new Star Lasso experience, built to showcase an unbelievable new live show. Well, it's not looking so live anymore. Anyway, behind this Hollywood fantasy of a gold rush frontier town lies a sinister secret. It is smack dab in the center of a UFO hotspot. What's a bad miracle? You're about to find out.
I think we should take his advice and get out of here because that was super creepy. And if you have no idea what just happened, that means you gotta go see Nope in theaters. And I would like to give a quick shout out to Jordan Peele. He is the first Black director to have a semi-permanent set as part of the Universal Studio Tour. So give it up for Jordan Peele, y'all! What a guy, I know, right? So it looks like we're being rerouted into this garage here. I'm not gonna lie, I don't really know what's going on, but hopefully somebody can enlighten us. Hello?
My name is Roman Pierce.
Oh, hey, Roman.
Nice to meet you.
What's up?
My buddy Hobbs asked us to stash you Shaw for a while. So we brought you in our secret spot.
All right, look, guys, we're gonna keep Shaw from finding you, but to keep you safe, we need your help. We don't want the syndicate tracking us here. So put away your cameras and turn off your cell phones. One flash or one ringtone could give us away.
I need y'all to take this real serious.
Okay, pull into the next bay and we'll meet you in there.
Alright everyone, so we have our assignment. Sounds like somebody on board here is a witness. So it does sound like we're headed into a party. And if we want to like total dorks.
Which one of you is the witness? Speak now or you all get fried!
This is our turn.
After them!
Okay, guys, it's showtime! Coming up! This nigga moving fast enough! Roman, Lenny, hook him up!
Don't think you're getting away! Calling them close!
Where to go, Lenny?
Don't let another missile shot!
Not gonna happen! Don't worry, I got this!
Oh, don't shoot! Head over the bridge! Under construction! Everybody hold
Hit the nitrous! Ride or die!
And that was Fast and Furious Supercharged! You all did amazing. You protected the witness. You did it for families. And we have some people who want to say thank you.
You know it's crazy out there. You guys ready?
Now, my Mona Lisa got messed up a little bit, but it's all good. We got through it. Y'all held us down. Appreciate it.
They say the bigger the family, the stronger it is. You guys did good out there. And you're welcome to join our crew anytime.
For over 100 years, Universal has been thrilling audiences around the globe, making them laugh, cry, and sit on the edge of their seats. We are part of a huge filmmaking family here in Southern California, made up of thousands of people who put in countless hours behind the scenes, and it is an honor to have even a small part in that magic. I hope your studio tour here at Universal Studios gave you a greater appreciation for what we do here in Hollywood, and maybe you'll love your favorite movie even a little bit more. So did everyone have a good time today? Oh, I am so pleased. Now, I think we need to give a huge round of applause for our amazing driver, Grant! And just a few things before we part ways. First off, if the park is closing tonight at 9 p.m., so in approximately 1 hour. If you need to find out wait times for any of the rides, feel free to download the Universal Studios Hollywood app to purchase any of the shows or movies we talked about today. Feel free to go to www.uphe.com or visit any of our stores or retailers. On behalf of Grant, myself, and everyone here at NBC Universal, we hope you've enjoyed your exclusive behind-the-scenes tour here at Universal Studios, the entertainment capital of LA. Once again, my name is Gina, and as we say here in the industry, that's a wrap. Okay, bye!
Alright, guys. We'll check out the little. So that's that little photo op over here. Little photo op. Alright, guys, sorry about that. I had to.
Yeah, but like with no blood.
Oh yeah, private tour is gonna be fun. Horror night. Can't wait, can't wait. We're taking the tram, Justin. We're gonna have it all sold up. Terror tram. For horror nights, for sure. Look at this. Nightlife at Universal. So cool. What you doing? Got the Springfield Police. Got a breakaway up there, breakaway. Cookie Mart. Nelson chilling over there in the corner with his squishy. See, look at the vibes for it, like. Look at the Simpsons ride, man. It's like the vibes of this. At night, it's like beautiful, beautiful. Snake picture right quick. It's like the vibes for this, man. It's like incredible. Please check the shot. Let's see if we have any accidents tonight. No accidents. Little boy pressed the button, but nothing happened. Homer got everything under control at the Springfield power plant, the nuclear power plant. I was saying earlier, you guys want some good nachos? Right there at the Bumblebee taco truck. Best nachos, and I'll probably send all theme parks. So you good, man? Oh, let's go do the love test. Let's do the love test. Yes, sir. Casanova, okay. I'm gonna love Lauren. I gotta love Lauren to do it one more time. Alright, I'm going to do it one time. We'll do my other hand, hold on. There we go. I'm lukewarm, okay. Lukewarm. How you doing tonight? All right, good. We got Mo. We got Barney right here. Killed all the liquor in a cup, the mug. Barney. Look at this, you guys. Barney left the corner. That's the corner. Crazy. Barney. Unbelievable. Get a screenshot of this. That's all right. Alright guys, ready to go take a stroll through let's go take a night look at La Llorona. Go see it like at night. Phineas and Butterfat's ice cream parlor still open. So take a swing by La Llorona. You can check it out at night. Give you guys a night view of the maze, or I should say house. Production Central is still open. Nothing's in there. That's new. New wise. So here goes some Halloween props by animal actors. I'm glad they did some this year to this area because last year it wasn't really nothing. It's like a little kicking spot for everybody. Let's make it a little like a little small scare zone. That'd be cool if they did. But past members also, don't forget, you still got one more month of past member appreciation. It started from August 16th to September 30th. So you still got a chance to come get your Minions magnet right here at Mel's Diner. I didn't get it today, but maybe my next visit. I'll probably get they supposed to have brought back the Coca-Cola float from the past member takeover. So that supposedly came back. What else? If you got a popcorn bucket, bring a popcorn bucket. I believe you get free popcorn. Just show your past member pass, or just go to the Universal website and look at the past members, and they'll tell you. But La Llorona at night. It's gonna be crazy on the 8th. How you doing, sir? All right. So let's go to my favorite spot. Usually on my way out at the Palace, I usually stop and grab a couple cookies. Let's see what they got left. Any goodies left. 1 million cookie, no. Should have came earlier. Cookies. I used to get these from my mom. She liked these. Pest cookies. Some to drink. Let's grab a Powerade. No Powerade. No alcohol. It's too late. Gotta go to work in the morning. What's going on, man? you doing? 2 cookies, and I got a Powerade. I also have a Platinum Pass.
What was that?
Platinum Pass?
Oh. What are the name of these? Oh, yeah. That'll be 28.40. Oh, wait. Yeah. 24.17. Streaming?
Yeah.
I've seen people walking around with those. What, like, is it like streaming for like,
YouTube, YouTube, Facebook.
Yeah.
Well, I'm multi-streaming right now. I got 2 platforms, YouTube and Facebook right now. Normally I just do YouTube, but since I have the app, I can multi-stream.
Yeah.
I can multi-stream like.
You connect the camera to that?
Or
is it just like a mic?
It's a mic.
Oh.
And I got the camera.
That's cool. Yeah, I see people walking around all day with
Yeah. Normally I have a stick, but let's do it like this today. All right, take care, man. You have a good night. Okay, guys.